right. So just come to a seat. If you have a block, actually come to kneel, untuck your toes, and just sit right down onto that block. You can rotate thighs in towards each other. And then drop the shoulder blades down, close the eyes. Breathe. If you don't have a block, you can just kneel like this. If that doesn't feel comfortable, try a cross-legged seated position. Any of those will do, yeah. Last week we focused on protecting / understanding our energy. This kind of goes along with that. Seeing if you can find balance and find your center. Understand that there may be moments where you feel strong. There may be others where you feel flexible, or the opposite of those things. Moments where you feel really focused, others where you're very distracted. And just knowing that, bringing awareness to that. And simply seeing if you can get back to your center, to yourself, to your breath. And know that whatever it looks like, however it comes out, is enough. Yeah, with that, however you're sitting, see if you can just sit a little taller, gently hug navel to spine, lift your chest, reach up to the top of the head. And drop the shoulder blades, exhale. If your eyes are closed, open them up. And take a nice big inhale and just reach your arms straight out in front of you. We played with this last week, but we'll play it again. You exhale, cross right arm over left and turn the palms of the hands in to face towards each other. All right, keep breathing here, interlace your fingers. And then, so you got right arm crossed over left, interlace the fingers, and then take a deep breath in and just reach your arms up high. And when you exhale, drop the shoulder blades, try to reach your knuckles up. And then take those front ribs, the ones like right here, and try to knit them in towards each other. So you're not poking your ribs up towards the sky. And a nice big breath in, twist your torso right from the belly button to the right. And then when you exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, right, exhale, left. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, if you want, you can do a little breath of fire action here to really heat up the body. So that big exhale out through the nose, pump the belly button in towards the spine. I won't let you hear that sound for this whole practice, but you get the idea. Into the nose, out through the nose. And you can do kind of like rapid twists here, but as you twist, try to grow taller. And to reach your knuckles up to the sky, lengthen through the arms, right? With every twist, it's kind of like you're just like burrowing through. I don't know, like little groundhogs coming back to the surface. I'm not sure what the visual is here, but burrowing through, growing taller, coming up, 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 up. Reach the knuckles up, keep twisting. Yeah. And you got about 8, 6, just 4, 3, grow taller, go taller, reach up, inhale. And when you exhale, just bend at the elbows. And you don't have to be so like systematic like we were last week, but just let yourself kind of drop one elbow and the other. Might let the whole shoulders, the whole torso stretch side to side. Or you might keep your head up high and just play with the elbows dropping. You can kind of just move around, see what feels good. Feels good for you. And then settle back into the center. Take a big breath in, really stretch your knuckles up as high as you can go. And when you exhale, bend at the elbows so your knuckles come in towards you. And then you're going to release that grip and just lengthen out the arms all the way down. Yeah. Walk your hands behind you about 6 inches. Bring yourself into a reverse tabletop. So plant your feet about hips width distance apart. Fingers point forward towards your hips. Push down into the feet, down into the hands. Lift your hips up, let your head fall back. Really big breath in, push into the feet and the hands, lift the hips. When you exhale, stay here, lion's breath, stick out your tongue. All the stale air, just like that. Do it 2 more times. Inhale, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, just let go. 1 more big breath in. Empty out. And this time, drop your hips down. See if you can push into the hands and puff your shoulder blades up. Maybe even lift the hips. Right. And then you can cross whatever shin in front and just find your way onto your hands and knees. You don't need the blocks for a bit, at least for a bit now. So onto your hands and knees, tabletop position. Yeah, kind of come towards the back of your mat. And then take a breath in, reach the right leg back behind you, push through the right heel. And when you exhale, puff up your shoulders, knee to nose, belly button to spine. And see if you can cross the right leg in front of the left. So draw your chest forward enough to cross the whole right leg in front of the whole left leg. And then inhale the left leg back behind you. Exhale again, knee to nose, puff the shoulder blades up, create space. Drive the left knee forward, chest forward, cross the left leg over the right. And you're just gonna unwind that. Shift your chest forward, left knee to nose, extend the left leg all the way back, and then cross left leg over right. And then same thing with the right. Right knee forward, forward, forward. Take it way back. Yeah, cross right over left. So stay here. Send your hips back. Have a seat. You're gonna bring your hands right next to the hips, boat pose, on cross the legs. Yeah, just lift your chest and breathe. So you can plant your hands down, lift the chest up away from the hands, and then see if you can lengthen out your legs. You make like a V shape, yeah, through your body. You can stay like that or reach your arms up overhead. Just take a nice full deep breath in. Exhale, pick a shin, cross it in the front, and find your way all the way to child's pose. Right, child's pose at the back of the mat. Big toes together, knees wide, and just drop forehead to the mat. Let go. And find your breath. See if you can match the length of inhales to exhales. And then just walk your hands back to your knees. Lift your chest up. And bring the knees together, please. That same motion, cross this time. Right arm over left. Right, palms in towards each other, interlace the fingers. When you inhale, lift your hips and your arms up. And when you exhale, stay lifted, hip bones forward, tailbone down, and just drop your right elbow to the right. Yeah, top of the head stays high for now, just right elbow to the right. Bend both elbows, actually. Inhale, reach straight up high. And then bend the left elbow, hip bones forward, tailbone down. Top of the head up high, drop that left elbow. Inhale, come back to center, big reach up. And when you exhale, knuckles in towards you, expand the arms open. Come all the way onto the top of your head for rabbit. So you're right on the top of your head, and you can interlace the fingers behind you if that feels okay. And start to lift your hips up and your knuckles up and away from the hips at the same time. And just kind of gaze at the feet behind you. You don't want to feel pressure on the top of your head. Push into the tops of the feet. Yeah, gently lower your hips down, release the grip with your hands. Shift out to a high plank position. Nice big inhale, tuck the toes and lift your thighs really strong. Yeah. So stay here, breathe in, push off the balls of the feet, shift forward. And when you exhale, come all the way down to the earth, elbows straight back behind you. Try to lower down like one unit. Untuck your toes, sphinx pose. Come up onto your forearms, elbows directly behind the wrists, and lift your chest. Yeah. You try to like release your glute muscles here. Take a nice big breath in, chest forward and up. And when you exhale, push into the tops of your feet. So don't tuck your toes, please. Tops of the feet. Push into the forearms, lift your hips and your legs up. And this forearm plank with the toes untucked. Inhale, kiss your hips down to the ground again, lift your chest, sphinx. Exhale into that lovely forearm plank position. Yeah, just one more time. Drop the hips, lift up, breathe in. This time, tuck the toes, push yourself up and back to child's pose. Let it go. Yeah. Bring your hands back to your knees together to touch. We'll do one more time like that and then build on. So cross right arm over left, palms face towards each other, interlace the fingers. Take a big breath in, lift your hips, lift your arms up. Exhale, just drop the right elbow down, then the left elbow too. Inhale back to center, reach your knuckles high. Exhale, just drop the left elbow down, yeah. Inhale back to center, reach way up. Exhale, unwind that whole thing, knuckles in, expand the arms all the way open. Rabbit at the top of the head, interlace the fingers, little shoulder stretch, yeah. Release that, take a breath in, high plank, just strong. Let it go all the way down to the earth, right? Really, truly let go completely when you get there, no effort. Sphinx pose to the forearms, take a breath in, lift your chest. Take a breath out, push into the tops of the feet, and lift the hips. Inhale, tap the hips down, lift your chest, and exhale, back to the forearm plank. One more time, big breath in. This time when you exhale, tuck your toes, push yourself back, child's pose. Shift forward onto the hands and knees this time. Take a breath in and reach the right leg back behind you, push through the right heel. When you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists, right? So drive that right knee in towards your nose, shoulders over wrists. And then try to shift your chest forward. Puff those shoulder blades up. Lift the right knee as high as you can. Right foot between your hands. It might not just go between your hands. You can always lift up your right hand. All right, help yourself out. Yeah, and then drop your hips down and forward. If you have two blocks, you might want to place them on the outsides of your right foot. If you don't, no worries. Be up onto your fingertips. Really let the hips drop down and forward. Yeah, push into the right heel. And then see if you can gently pull your right hip backwards. Right from that right hip crease, just draw it towards the back of your mat. Yeah, from there. This time, cross left arm over right. Turn the palms in to face towards each other. Interlace the fingers. Big breath in and reach all the way up and back. Drop those hips down, 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 down. Breathing. Now, one more inhale here, knuckles high. Exhale, drop the right elbow down. Bend both elbows, drop the right elbow down. And keep your torso center or start to lean your torso to the right. So you can just keep that foundation in your legs as you drop right elbow, torso to the right. Inhale back to center, reach way up high through the knuckles. And then exhale, other side, drop the left elbow down. And again, you can stay center or play with your balance a little bit. Drop your whole torso to the left, yeah. Next, inhale back to center and really drop the hips, reach up high through the knuckles. When you exhale, unwind through the arms. So again, knuckles in, release the grip, expand open. Hands frame your right foot half split. So keep your hands right up here by the right foot, please. And then start to lengthen out the right leg, pull your hips towards the back of the mat. Flex the right foot, right toes towards the right kneecap, and just breathe. One more big breath in. When you exhale, let your right foot fall over to your right hand. Just kind of drop the baby toe to the right hand. And then walk your hands over to the right. So the left arm is going to come over your right leg. And breathing. Really let your right foot fall heavy towards the earth, to the right side. Inhale back to center, right toes up towards the sky, walk your hands back. Exhale, just shift forward to that low lunge again, drop your hips down. And take a big breath in when you get there. Lift your chest up, 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 up. And then exhale, plant the hands. See if you can bring that right knee back towards your nose and lower the right leg down. All right, lots of stuff we fit in there. Same idea, other side. Big breath in and push up and back through the left heel, lengthen out the left leg. And then when you exhale, puff the shoulder blades up, round the body, squeeze. Yeah, left knee to nose. Shift your chest forward, look forward, and then everything you can to bring that left foot forward. And by everything you can, make it as easy as you can on yourself, actually. Right, to do it, you need to get the left foot between your hands and then drop your hips down and forward. Right? Try to let the hips release. Push down into the left heel. You can take your left thumb to the left hip crease, but guide that left hip crease towards the back of your mat. And then drop the hips again from there. Now reach the arms forward, cross right arm over left, palms in, interlace. Take a big breath in, reach all the way up. Breathe here, exhale, hips drop. And take another big breath in, reach up to the knuckles. And then exhale, just drop your left elbow down. Maybe the whole upper body is going to the left. And inhale, bring it back to center, really stretch up and reach. And then exhale, maybe the whole thing's going to the right. Inhale back to center, big reach up. And when you exhale, knuckles in towards you, expand all the way open, half split. Hands frame the left foot. Start to draw the hips back. Keep your chest forward. Yeah. Maybe left toes towards the left kneecap. A big breath. And you land wherever you land. The left leg may be straight. It might not be straight yet today. Just wherever you are breathing. And just trusting that that is enough. Not trying to make it any more or less than just a position in the body and some breath. Drop your left toes over towards your left hand and walk your hands to the left, right? Keep breathing. Across the right arm over left, yeah. Next time you breathe in, come back to center, left toes up towards the sky, walk your hands back to frame the left foot. And when you exhale, just drop your hips down and forward. And lift your chest up, nice big breath in. Exhale, really plant the hands, pull that left knee in towards the nose and then lower it down. Full inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest, lift your tailbone. And then full exhale to push up and back, downward facing dog, like all the way up and back. Yeah, downward facing dog. And push the hands down forward, pull the hips up and back. Big full breath. Inhale, rise up to the balls of the feet, heels up high. And then exhale, bend the knees, pull the hips towards the back of the mat. Empty completely. Walk your feet up behind the wrists. Yeah, just a little ragdoll. Bend the knees. And bring fingers to opposite elbows. Or reach your arms around behind you, interlace the fingers, and reach your knuckles up towards the sky. Let's see if you can let your whole torso release from the hips to the top of the head. No effort. Drop right in. And if your fingers are interlaced, drop your hands. If you have fingers to opposite elbows, drop your hands. Toe heel your big toes together to touch, please. And push into your feet, big toes, little toes, center of your heels. Belly button the spine and really slowly come up to stand. Yeah, no rush. One vertebrae at a time until you come all the way up to stand tall at the front of your mat. Yeah. So when you get there, you know this one. Reach your arms forward. Cross the left arm over the right. Turn the palms in, interlace the fingers. Push down into both feet. Take a big breath in and reach your arms up overhead. And then when you exhale, take your straight left leg and swing it around behind the right leg. So land on the ball of the left foot. And a nice big inhale here, knuckles high. And then when you exhale, drop your right elbow towards your left foot. So you're dropping your right elbow over to the right. Maybe look up at the left elbow. Yeah, hip bones forward, chest up high, little side body stretch. Push down into the right foot, bring the left foot back up to meet it. Knuckles up high, breathe in, and then straight right leg, so you get around, exhale. So land on the ball of the right foot, and then drop your left elbow towards your right foot, right over to the left. And you look up at the right elbow, lengthen the spine, little pelvic tilt, hip bones forward, chest up high, and then drop more to the left. And push to the left foot, right foot comes up to meet it. Inhale, reach way up high. And then when you exhale, knuckles come in towards your chest, expand everything open, let go of the grip. Interlace the fingers behind you or fingers towards opposite elbows. Fold forward, hinge from the hips. And fold all the way, all the way, all the way. Arms up overhead. Maybe a juicy bend in the knees, so that helps you to just fold forward, let go. Drop your hands, take a big breath in, halfway lift, chest way forward. And when you exhale, shift your weight to the right foot and lift the left leg up behind you, straight back, left toes down. So if you have a block or two, you can bring your hands to the blocks, just give yourself some extra height to work with. Not required though. Yeah, bend your right knee generously. Draw your chest even further forward. Take a breath in. And then exhale, low lunge. You're gonna reach that left foot way back behind you. All right. Yeah, hands to the earth or your blocks. And then spin your left foot flat. Warrior one legs. So look back at your left foot and lift your inner arch of your left foot up and towards the back of the mat. So if you have flat feet, you might not see space, but if you have an arch in your foot, you should see space underneath your foot. And really send that arch back, push more into the left baby toe. Yeah, and then from there, pull your right hip towards the back of the mat again. And rise up, warrior one. Right, lift your torso and your arms, warrior one. I don't do warrior one very much. So like if you're like me, my hips face to the diagonal, like no matter what I do, they're not gonna go straight forward unless I move my feet. So you can move your feet if you want the hips straight forward, or you can work from here, up to you, but wherever you are, take a big breath in, reach up. When you exhale, reach your arms around behind you, either fingers to opposite elbows or interlace the fingers. Chest high, knuckles down, take a big breath in. And then exhale, humble warrior. Bow forward and look at that beautiful arch or not of your back foot. Right? Look at your back foot. So drop your head. Yeah. If your fingers are interlaced, try to bring the palms of the hands together and then reach your knuckles up and forward. Breathe. Keep that anchor in the left baby toe. Keep working the right hip back. Yeah. All right, stay grounded in your feet. Inhale, rise back up to warrior one. Release the grip, reach up high. Exhale, open it up to warrior two. Gaze over the right fingers. Drop the shoulder blades down. All right, nice big breath. Yeah. Inhale from here and just reverse. Take the left hand behind the back and reach your right arm up way high to the sky. And then when you exhale, come all the way down to your low lunge. So windmill the hands down, pivot to the ball of the left foot on your exhale. Yeah, inhale, standing split, push into the right foot and spring off the left. Super duper big breath in, stretch those left toes high, forward fold. Exhale, lower the left foot down to meet the right. Other side, half lift, breathe in, chest forward. And when you exhale, just shift your weight to the left foot and lift the right leg up. And so take a couple breaths in this half split. Internal rotation, turn the right toes down, right knee in towards the left. Push your right heel back, draw the chest forward. A nice big breath in, start to bend the left knee. And when you exhale, reach the right foot way back behind you to a lunge. And then just adjust if you need. You want your left knee on top of the left ankle, but not in front, because that puts a lot of pressure on the knee. Yeah, spin your back foot flat. And again, push into the right baby toe. So lift the inner arch of your right foot up. Baby toe side of the foot, push down. And then take your left hip and guide it towards the back of the mat. From there, warrior one. Yeah, rise and reach. And keep working. Left hip back. Right baby toe. And drop the hips. Nice big breath in. Exhale, reach around, fingers to opposite elbows or interlace. Inhale, lift your chest up. And then exhale, humble warrior, bow forward. And it's like a full surrender here. And really just let your head fall heavy. That whole upper body just the hips forward. You're working the foundation in your legs, yeah. And in your feet. Next time you breathe in, rise all the way up to warrior one, arms up high. Exhale, expanded open warrior two, gaze over the left fingers. Breathe. Next inhale, reverse right arm behind your back, reach the left arm high, nice big side body stretch. Exhale all the way to a low lunge, so reach through the hands, pivot to the ball of your back foot. Take a big breath in to fly, push into the left foot, spring off the right. This time drop your chest and lift that right leg, so into a full split, big breath in. Exhale, lower the right foot to meet the left. Halfway lift, inhale, chest forward. Forward fold, exhale, just melt. Yeah, push down into the feet. Bend the knees slightly. Belly button to spine and come all the way up to stand. And I'm just going to turn to face you. You can turn to face me if you'd like, or stay where you are. But shift your weight over to your right foot. Yeah, and find tree pose, left foot anywhere except for the knee. Right, push your foot into your leg. You know the drill, push your leg into the foot, palms of the hands together to touch. And if this feels today like it's challenging enough just to be here and keep your breath steady and your body right, balanced, then just work to stay here. If you want to play a little more of a challenge, reach your arms forward, cross left arm in front of the right. Turn the palms in, interlace the fingers, take that big breath in and just reach your knuckles up high. Exhale, hips forward, breathe here. Yeah. Inhale, left this time, exhale, twist right. Inhale, left, exhale, twist right. Right, you're reaching the knuckles up higher with every single twist. It can be slow, it can be fast, it's your practice, you choose. Yeah, but every time you exhale, your arms are up, can you reach those knuckles higher? And then just find your way back to the center, knuckles high, take a big breath in. And if you fall out of it, you set it up again, right? Yeah, one more inhale here. And when you exhale, lengthen out the left leg, send it behind the right. If you don't have that interlace, you can find it now and then just drop your right elbow down. Maybe look up at the left elbow. And this time really let the whole upper body just fall to the right. Lift your chest up from there. Maybe look up to the left. Like some sort of like, I don't know, godly goddess or god statue. Yeah, here we go. Push into the right foot. Bring the left foot up to meet it. Just reach up high through the knuckles. And then exhale. Knuckles in. Expand everything all the way open. Same idea, other side. Shift your weight to the left foot. Find your tree pose. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like it can be easy. Like I throw myself off balance because I know I've got a lot ahead of me. Whether it's in the yoga practice, we just did one side, now I know the other side's coming. Or just like, I look at my calendar today at work, it's a Friday, it should be chill. It's not. And just that thought can throw me off center. So we practice just letting go of those thoughts and coming right back to this moment. Connect to your body and your breath in this moment. Do what you can in this moment. You can stay here or reach the arms forward. And this time cross right over left, palms in, interlace. Nice big inhale to reach up high. Drop the shoulder blades, exhale, yeah. And then this time you're inhaling right, exhaling left. Inhale right, exhale left. Right. Everything else, the foundation stays strong and stays the same. Still push foot into leg, leg into foot, right? We don't throw that foundation out the window when things get a little funky. Quite the opposite, yeah. Rely on that foundation when things get a little funky. You have 4, 3, knuckles high, 2, and 1 to center. Reach the knuckles up big. Inhale. Stay here. Huge exhale. One more time. If the knuckles aren't up, can you cross right in front of left? Reach the knuckles high. And then exhale, lengthen out. The right leg, kick it behind. And the left elbow. Yeah, really drop your left elbow down. Lift your chest up. So you're like pushing up and off of the right foot. Gaze up at the right elbow. Yeah. Push to the left foot, bring the right foot up to meet it. Take a big breath in. Knuckles up, out of the sky. And exhale, knuckles in. Expand everything open. And this time back to the front of your mat. Just fold forward. Option to interlace your fingers behind you. Drop your knuckles down. Lower the hands. Take a deep breath in. Halfway lift chest forward. Exhale, shift your weight to the right foot. When you inhale, lift your left leg up and back, half split. Exhale here, bend the right knee, reach the left foot way back, find your low lunge. Spin the left foot flat. Just like we did on the other side, we're kind of building on this side. Rise up, warrior 1, breathe in. Reach around to interlace the fingers, breathe out. This time when you inhale, pivot back to the ball of your left foot. So you're in a lunge, chest high, knuckles down. Exhale, bound airplane, push into the right foot, lift your chest. You're just gonna kick your left foot back, chest forward. And then you can stay here or turn that into a toppling tree. If you wanna play with your balance, you're gonna lift your knuckles up and your left foot up. And at the same rate you lift, drop your chest down. He said, don't drop your head down. Keep that kind of airplane configuration in the upper body, right? Puff the chest forward, look kind of up slightly. And so as you lift that left heel and knuckles, drop your chest, breathe here for 3, 2, and just lower the left foot to meet the right. Release your hands, yeah. Take a deep breath in, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your chest forward. When you exhale, shift your weight to the left foot. Lift the right leg up, big breath in. Exhale, bend the left knee generously. Find your low lunge. Yeah, spin your right foot flat. Rise up, warrior 1. Inhale. Reach around, interlace the fingers. Exhale. Inhale, pivot to the ball of your back foot and drive your knuckles down. And when you exhale, bound airplane pose. So push into the left foot. Spring off the right. Send your energy forward through the chest, back through your knuckles. Kick back through the right heel. Yeah, breathe here. And you can stay and work here. Or toppling tree. Either way, make sure you're not locking out the left knee. So maybe tiny little bend in the left knee. And start to lift your right heel and knuckles as you drop your chest down, but we don't want to nosedive that airplane. We haven't given up hope. Keep lifting your chest slightly, gaze slightly up, even as you fold. For 4, 3, take one more huge breath in. Exhale, just lower the right foot to meet the left. Release your hands. Take a breath in, push into the feet, reach up high to the sky. And when you exhale, just hinge from the hips and fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Draw your chest forward. Bend your knees, plant the hands high to low plank. Chaturanga. Our first upward facing dog. And our last upward facing dog right here. Hips forward, chest high, breathe in. Yeah, and then lower your knees, lift your hips up and back. Child's pose. Child's pose. Let go of your muscular energy, but stay connected to your breath. So that means no effort in your body other than to breathe in, to breathe out. And that's it. It's just enough effort from here to reach your hands forward and lift your elbows up. Reach the hands as far forward as you can. Lift your elbows up. Nice big breath in. And when you exhale, walk your hands and your upper body to the right. Place the left hand on top of your right hand. Continue to reach the hands as far forward as you can. Drop your chest straight down towards the earth. And then take just enough effort to come back to center. Reach your hands way, way forward, elbows high. Exhale, walk your hands to the left. Right hand on top of the left. And just drop your chest straight down. And come back to center. Nice big breath in. And empty out completely. Rise up to a tabletop position. Yeah. Inhale the right knee just straight in towards your chest. And cross the right leg over the left. Gently draw the hips back. And then that same right leg, send it forward towards your wrist and back to a normal tabletop. Same thing left side, just bring the left knee forward. Inhale, cross left knee in front of right. Exhale, hips back. Shift forward again, left knee forward. And exhale, send it back. Just pick a shin and cross it over the other one. Come back to a seat. Last boat pose. All right, lift your chest high, squeeze your legs together. Maybe lengthen out the legs. Maybe reach up high. We're here for 4, 3, 2. Pick a shin, cross it in the front, and just find your way all the way down to the earth. Like all the way down. Yeah, roll over onto your back. If you have a block, grab that block. If you don't, obviously don't grab it. It's not the end of the world to not have one. If you do have a block though, bend the knees, plant the feet, and lift your hips enough to put the block underneath your sacrum, your sacral area, sort of like under your bum and a little bit under your upper back, or lower back rather. Bum and upper back would be tough, yeah. Okay. If you don't have a block, still bend your knees here. Either way, hug the right knee into the chest and kick your left leg straight forward. So you really squeeze, palms of the hands together, interlace the fingers, and pull your right knee in towards your right armpit. So instead of straight down, a little bit towards the armpit. And kick that left heel forward. Left leg is straight. Try not to bend your left knee, but at the same time, you can let your left leg fall heavy to open up the front of the left hip a little bit. Switch out your legs. Keep the palms of the hands together. And squeeze the left knee in towards the left armpit. Like you can use your arm strength a little bit to do that. It's cool. But push your right heel away from you and forward. Straight right leg. And then let the right leg fall heavy without bending the knee. If your right foot comes all the way down to the ground, it probably means squeeze the left knee in a little more. Yeah. And then both knees in towards your chest. And just extend both legs straight up towards the sky. You've got about 8 breaths. You can stay here. Shoulder stand if that's in your practice. Headstand, forearm stand. Any inversion you'd like to practice. For about 6 more breaths, just go there, be there. Whenever you finish your 6th breath, find your way out of the pose. If you came into headstand, maybe a child's pose from shoulder stand or legs up the imaginary wall, you can just simply bend the knees, clap the feet, and come back to your back. So if you do have the block, you're just gonna plant your feet first and then remove that block. Keep your knees bent, send your feet out as wide as you can, feet mats width distance apart. Send your arms straight out to the sides, palms of the hands face down. And let your knees drop to the left. Keep your feet wide. Just let the knees drop to the left. Turn your head to the right. And take a full surrender here. Let the knees fall heavy in one direction, your head fall heavy in the other, shoulder fall heavy in the other. We can find our center in the most peculiar of positions if we just take the time. Gotta get there to breathe there. Yeah. Take just enough effort to come back to center with your head and your knees. Keep your feet wide. And then just drop the knees to the right, turn the head to the left. Same thing. Just let go. Yeah, we can find our center in the most peculiar of positions because counterbalance, it's a real thing. Sometimes it's easier than others. Come back to center. And just hug your knees straight to the chest. Breathe in. And then exhale, lengthen the legs, let your feet flop open. Arms by the sides, palms face up. Create as much symmetry as you can. So if you notice you're leaning to one side or the other, one arm is further out than the other, or blocks in the way, whatever it is, just take the movement you need to get as symmetrical, as centered as you can. And then it's just 1 minute, let go. Be. And just a reminder to pause, to let go all the drama, the extra thoughts, and just simply in the moment, no matter what you're facing, use your breath to come back to your center. And then go from there. Take whatever movement you need to roll to one side or the other, to a ball, to a fetal position. And then whatever movement you need to make your way up to a comfortable seat. whatever's comfortable for you. And just finding your center, palms of the hands together to touch, thumbs to the center of the chest. And inhale, lift the knuckles up to your forehead, maybe lift your chest along with it. And then exhale, simply bow to yourself, to each other, to see yourself and each other. Namaste. I love that class ends at the same time that my kids that my kids get up for school. So I always have an alarm to remind me to stop talking.